How are you? I hope you are doing well. And in the previous class, we discussed about the poem What Goes Round Comes Around. What goes round comes around. That was the poem in our text, first poem in our text, and we discussed about the poem. This poem is written by Abha Biyani. Abiyani, Abha Biyani. And the speaker of the poem is a boy. The speaker of the poem is a little boy, and he is speaking about a fairy. A fairy means angel. He is speaking about a fairy. I am going to read the poem once more. You please listen to a test. I know a little fairy who comes to me from sky. She tells of good and bad things and tells me not to lie. She sees a cruel boy who kicks and beats a street dog. The dog yelps and is in pain, and she asks, how would I feel if someone does you the same? She whispers in my ears, I should do unto others what I want them to do to me. Be gentle, kind and caring, and the same will come back to me. This is the song. I will say the summary of this poem. In this poem, the boy says that an angel is coming to him. And an angel, that means a fairy. A fairy is coming to him. And from where the fairy is coming? The fairy is coming from the sky. The fairy is coming from the sky. And the fairy talks a lot of things to the child. And the fairy tells about good and bad things. First thing, a fairy. F-A-I-R-Y, a fairy. And from where the fairy is coming? The fairy is coming from the sky. The fairy is coming from the sky. C-O-M-I-N-G, coming from the sky. The fairy is coming from F-R-O-M, from the sky. The fairy is coming from the sky. The fairy is coming from the sky, and fairy tells about, what are the things the fairy tells the boy? The fairy tells about good and bad things. Listen here. The fairy, F-A-I-R-Y. The fairy tells about T-E-L-L-S, tells about A-B-O-U-T, about good and bad things, T-O-O-D, good and bad things. Which are the good things and which are the bad things? The fairy tells about good and bad things. First thing, there is a fairy in the story, in the poem, and the fairy is coming from the sky. Second thing, the fairy is coming from the sky. And the third one is, the fairy tells about good and bad things. The fairy tells the boy about good and bad things. The fairy tells the boy about good and bad things. The next thing, and tells me not to lie. Fairy tells the boy not to lie. Fairy, the fairy, T-H-E-D, F-A-I-R-Y, fairy, tells the boy not to lie. N-O-T, not, T-O-2, L-I-E, lie. The fairy tells the boy not to lie. Never say lie. Never say lie. Which are the things? There is a fairy in the story, and the speaker of the poem is a boy, and he met a fairy, and the fairy comes from the sky. The fairy tells him about good and bad things. Next thing is, the fairy tells the child not to lie. The fairy tells the boy not to lie. L-I-E, lie. Then the fairy tells him or shows him that there is a cruel boy. One day the fairy meet a cruel boy. One day the fairy meet a cruel boy. That means a wicked boy. And he is not a kind one. And the fairy tells him that there is a cruel boy. And what was the cruel boy doing? What was the cruel boy doing? There is a next part. There is a cruel boy. This is the meaning of the first stanza. These are the meaning of the first stanza. And let us move on to the next one. Let us move on to the next stanza. That is, there is a second stanza. There is a cruel boy. A cruel boy. A cruel boy. Cruel boy. And what is he doing? What is the cruel boy doing? He is kicking and beating a street dog. Kicks and beats a street dog. Kicks and beats, B-E-A-T-S, beats a street dog. A street dog. S-T-R-E-E-T-D-O-G. Street dog. Listen here. There is a cruel boy and he kicks and beats a street dog. He kicks and beats a street dog. There is a cruel boy and he kicks and beats a street dog. Kicks and beats a street dog. The dog yelps and is in pain. The dog yelps. Yelps means a loud cry of pain. Bark in a high pitched tone. Yelps. The dog yelped in pain. Yelped in pain. Y-E-L-P-E-D. Yelped in pain. The dog yelped in pain. First thing, there is a cruel boy. Then the boy kicks and beats a street dog. The dog yelped in pain. The dog had a loud cry. Because he is pained, he get pained because the dog get pained by the beating and kicking of the boy, the cruel boy. There is a cruel boy. The boy kicks and beats the street dog. The dog yelped in pain. The dog yelped in pain. And she asked, who is the she here? The fairy asked, how would you feel? Smart boy, dear child, how would you feel on seeing that cruel boy? How would you feel? If someone does to you the same, if somebody harms you, what is your feeling? What will be your feeling? If you think, suppose someone is coming and hurt you, what would be your feeling? Then you will get pained. Then how should we harm others? There is no way. No way we don't lie. And no way we don't do any harm to others. If someone does to you the same, she whispers in my ears. What did the fairy do? The fairy whispers in the child's ears. That means said something. The fairy said something secretly to the child's ears. She's come to his ears and said, I should do unto others. I should not do this kind of things to others. I should do unto others what I want them to do to me. What is the thing the fairy want to do? The fairy want to do to others what she expects from others. If we love others, we will get the love returned. If we hate others, they will also hate us. If we are doing some good things, our reward will also be good. If we are doing any harmful things, our reward will also be like the same. That means there is a proverb, as you sow, so shall you reap. That means whatever will be our deeds, we are rewarded in the same manner. We are rewarded in the same manner. Like that, here the fairy is telling the boy, if somebody do any harm to you, what would be your feeling? I am in the habit of, I means the fairy, I am in the habit of doing things to others that I expect from others. Means, if I wanted to be loved by others, I should also love them. That is a simple thing. If you wanted to be loved by your parents, your neighbors, your friends or your teachers, you should also love them. If you hate them and you use some bad words to them, they will also use the same to you and they will not love you. That is the main thing. The important thing in this chapter there is a message. In this poem, there is a message, and the message is that your deeds will reward you. That means whatever will be your deeds, the reward will depend on your deeds. The reward will depend on your deeds. I should do unto others what I want them to do to me. Be gentle, kind and caring. And the fairy advised the child. What was the advice? Be gentle, kind and caring. That is the important thing of the poem. The important thing of the poem is be gentle, kind and caring. That is the key words of the poem. Be gentle, gentle, kind and be gentle, kind and next word. Which is the next word? Caring. Be gentle, kind and caring. These are the key words. Be gentle, kind and caring. You should be very gentle. That means you should be very polite. Polite means our deeds should be very polite. We don't harm others by our deeds or words. We should keep our words with you. We should do our deeds with a gentleness. That means a politeness. When you talk to someone, you keep a gentle manner. That is the main thing. If you are if you are using harsh words to others, they will also return the same. That is the main thing. Be gentle, kind and caring, and the same will come back to me. Whenever we behave in a gentle, kind and caring way, that return to us. Otherwise, we are paid in a harmful way. That is the thing. That only we return. Our deeds only we return. The fruit of our deeds will return to us. That means whatever we sow, we can reap. What are the things we sow? Whenever we sow some rice or paddy, we can reap paddy. Whenever we put a pea on the land, we get only pea. If we are putting pea and we want coconut, how can it be possible? It is not possible. Our deeds will determine our rewards. Our deeds will determine our rewards. That is the moral of this story. This is all about the poem. I will read the poem once more for you. I know a little fairy who comes to me from sky. She tells of good and bad things and tells me not to lie. She sees a cruel, cruel boy who kicks and beats a street dog. The dog yelps and is in pain. She asks, how would you feel if someone does to you the same? She whispers in my ears, I should do unto others what I want them to do to me. Be gentle, kind and caring, and the same will come back to me. Be gentle, kind and caring, and the same will come back to me. This poem is written by Abba. The title of the poem is What Goes Round Comes Around. The speaker of the poem is a little boy. The author of the poem is Abba. Is it clear? Yes. Now let us move on to the works in the text. Listen here. Page number 9. Vocabulary data. First one is meanings. There are meanings. Whisper. Speak softly without making a loud sound. What is the meaning of whisper? Word whisper. Listen to the word W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Whisper. W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Whisper. The meaning of whisper is say something softly. Speak softly without making a loud sound. That means saying like this. Like that, we are saying, you know that when you sit in the class, when the teacher is taking class, you are whispering something to a friend. That is whispering. Say something softly without the knowing of the teacher. You have the intention, this should not be heard by the others. That is whispering. Say something softly, speak softly without using a loud sound. That is whisper. Yelp, bark in a high-pitched tone when getting pain. When you get pain, that means when you are hurt by others, if the dog is making, if the animal dog is making a loud cry, that is called yelp. Y-E-L-P, yelp. Third word, gentle. Gentle means soft and mild. Soft and mild. That means gentle means polite, soft and mild in a low tone. Gentle. Make sentences from the following words. Sentence making. Sentence making. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. Sentence making. M-A-K-I-N-G. You write in the text on the same day you watch the class. Okay? You write in the text on the same day you see the class. Gentle. Gentle. G-E-N-T-L-E. Gentle. Gentle. What is the meaning of gentle? Soft and mild. Soft and mild. A gentle smile. A gentle smile. G-E-N-T-L-E. Gentle smile. Can attract others. Can attract. A-T-T-R-I-C-T. Attract. A gentle smile can attract others. A gentle smile can attract others. A gentle smile can attract others. Next one, yelp. Y-E-L-P. Yelp. Y-E-L-P. Yelp. When the boy kicked the dog, when the boy kicked the dog, C-I-C-K-E-D, kicked the dog, it yelped in pain, comma, it yelped in pain, yelped in pain. It is a long sentence. You write in the text. When the boy kicked the dog, it yelped in pain. It yelped in pain. When the boy kicked the dog, it yelped in pain. Next one, whisper. W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Whisper. W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Whisper. My brother, B-R-O-T-H-E-R, brother, whispered, W-H-I-S-P-E-R-E-D, whispered to me. My brother whispered to me. Whispered to me. My brother whispered to me. You listen carefully. Gentle. Make a sentence using the word gentle. The meaning of gentle is soft and mild. The meaning of gentle is soft and mild. A gentle smile can attract others. If you are having a gentle smile on your face, you can attract others. Okay, always always have a face with a gentle smile. That is a good attraction of yours. That should be your attraction. Always have a gentle smile on your face. That is your attraction. A gentle smile can attract others. If you are looking harshly to others, they will not have an attraction to you. And a gentle smile can attract others. Next word, yelp. When the boy the dog. When the boy kicked the dog, it yelped in pain. The dog yelped in pain. That means cried. Yelped means cried loudly. Whisper. My brother whispered to me. My brother whispered to me. Next one is tick the correct answer. Tick the correct answer. Listen here. Tick the correct answer. Pick the correct answer. First one. The fairy tells the child. Listen here. The fairy, F-A-I-R-Y, fairy tells the child. The fairy tells the child. There are two options. First one. Not to lie. Not to lie. There is a box column. And second option, to eat ice cream. To eat ice cream. To eat ice cream. Listen here. The fairy tells the child not to lie, to eat ice cream. Which option is correct? The first option is correct. Not to lie. Then put a tick mark near the, in the column near the first option. Put a tick mark in the column near the first option. Then the sentence will be, the fairy tells the child not to lie. The fairy tells the child not to lie. Okay. Then second one. If we are good and honest, if we are good and honest, good and honest, if we are good and honest, there are two options. First one, we will be happy. We will be happy. There is a column. Second option, dog will run after us. Dog will run after us. Listen here. Second one, if we are good and honest, if we are good and honest, first option, we will be happy. If we are good and honest, we will be happy. And second option, the dog will run after us. Which one is correct? If we are good and honest, we will be happy. Put the first column. Put a tick mark in the first column. Okay. Then I will read the sentence once more. The fairy tells the child not to lie. That is the correct one. The fairy tells the child not to lie. Second one, if we are good and honest, we will be happy. If we are good and honest, we will be happy. Okay. Then let us move on to the next one. Take the help from the poem. First one, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. First one, the fairy comes from the fairy. Listen carefully. The fairy comes from the dash. Comes from the dash. The fairy comes from the dash. All of you know the answer. Say the answer loudly. The fairy comes comes from the sky. Very good. The fairy comes from the sky. S-K-Y. Sky. The fairy comes from the sky. The fairy comes from the sky. Next one. She tells me to be. She tells me. Second one. She tells me. S-H-E. She tells me to be. She tells me to be. Can you say the answer? She tells me to be gentle, kind and caring. To be gentle. There is a dash. Gentle. G-E-N-T-L. Gentle, kind and caring. She tells me to be gentle, kind and caring. Gentle, kind and caring. Next one. If I do good. Third one. If I do good. If I do good. If I do good. Same will come back to dash. Same will come back to. Same will come back to dash. Listen here. If I do good, we will be rewarded with our own deeds. That is the message of the poem. If I is the subject. If I do good, same will come back to me. If you do good, same will come back to you. That is the thing. If the teacher is doing good, good will come back to the teacher. If the student is doing bad, bad things will come back to the student. Here, if I do good, same will come back to me. M-E. These are the correct sentences. You fill in the blanks with your pencils. First one, the fairy comes from the sky. The fairy comes from the sky. Second one, she tells me to be gentle, kind and caring. The fairy tells the boy to be gentle, kind and caring. Next one, if I do good, same will come back to me. If I do good, same will come back to me. I hope you understand all these topics. Next page. Page number 10. Give the opposite word for. Give an opposite words for opposites. Take the next page of your text. Opposites. O-P-P-O-S-I-T-E-S. Opposites. O-P-P-O-S-I-T-E-S. Opposites. Page number 10. First word is good. First one. Good. G-O-O-D. Use your pencils. You write in the text. Good. Opposite of good is bad. B-A-D. Bad. Good. Bad. Cruel. Next word. Cruel. C-R-U-E-L. C-R-U-E-L. The opposite of cruel is kind. K-I-N-D. Cruel, kind. Good, bad, cruel, kind. Next, whisper. Third one. W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Whisper. W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Whisper. Opposite, shout. S-H-O-U-T. Shout. Listen here. Whisper means say something with low noise. That is whisper. Low noise. Shout means say something with loud noise, that is shout. Opposite of whisper, shout. W-H-I-S-P-E-R, whisper. S-H-O-U-T, shout. Next word is stand. S-T-A-N-D, stand. Opposite of stand is sit. S-I-T, sit. Stand, sit. Stand, sit. Opposite. Then fifth word is laugh. L-A-U-G-H, laugh. L-A-U-G-H, laugh. Opposite of laugh is cry. C-R-Y. C-R-Y, cry. L-A-U-G-H, laugh. C-R-Y, cry. Next word, love. Sixth one, L-O-V-E, love. Opposite of love is H-A-T-E, hate. L-O-V-E, love. H-A-T-E, hate. Next word, black. 7. B-L-A-C-K, black. B-L-A-C-K, black. Opposite of black is white. W-H-I-T-E, white. W-H-I-T-E, white. Last word, tall. Eighth word, tall. T-A-L-L, tall. Tall, short. S-H-O-R-T, short. S-H-O-R-T, short. Listen here. Good, bad, cruel, kind. Whisper, shout. Stand, sit. Laugh, cry. Love, hate. Black, white. Tall, short. These are the opposite words. Good, opposite, bad, cruel, kind, whisper, shout, stand, sit, laugh, cry, love, hate, black, white, tall, short. These are the opposite words. You fill all the columns with the opposite words using a pencil. Okay, let us move on to the next one. Listening and speaking. Paste a picture of your favorite character of any story or cartoon. Speak 5 sentences on why you like the character. Okay, here is a work for you. All of you should do the work and send it to me. I will say how to do this work. Here, the instruction is paste a picture of your favorite character. You have read so many cartoons and you are watching cartoons in the TV. And if it will be which are the cartoon characters? Little Krishna, then Tom and Jerry, Poopy, then that one is I don't know, Ben 10 is a cartoon character, and there are so many other cartoon characters. You can paste the picture of your favorite character. That means cut out the picture of a favorite character. Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, they are all cartoon characters. And you can take the picture of a favorite character, cartoon character, and paste in an assignment paper. This is a work for you. The work I am giving to you from this chapter is paste the picture of a favorite character and speak 5 sentences on why you like the character. Say 5 sentences. Ben 10 is my favorite character. I like him very much. He has some superpower. Like that you can write 5 sentences. Then read the dialogue given below. Practice with your friend. Take turns to ask each other for things. This is speaking skills. This encourages your speaking skills. Then writing skills. Look at the picture. Take page number 11. Page number 11. Look at the picture given below. Tick the activities you you do and mark a cross against the activities you do not. Which activities do you enjoy? Write one line about them. That means this is doing exercise. The first picture is the boy is doing exercise like that, jumping, doing exercises 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. We are doing exercises. Here is the picture of a boy doing exercise. You put a tick mark on the first picture, doing exercise. Then drawing. Second boy is drawing. If you are drawing, you can put a tick mark. Third one is singing. If you are in the habit of singing, you can put a tick mark. Then a pronoun. What is a pronoun? P-R-O-N-O-U-N. Pronoun. P-R-O-N-O-U-N. Pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. Here, look at an example. Raju is a boy. This is the first sentence. Here, the noun is Raju. Raju is a boy. Next sentence. Raju is tall. Next sentence. Raju studies in class 2. Here is 3 sentences and Raju is a boy is the first sentence. Raju is tall is the second sentence. Raju studies in class 2 is the third sentence. Here the noun is repeating again and again. In the first sentence, the noun is Raju. In the second sentence and third sentence also the noun is Raju. It is repeating. For avoiding this repetition, we can use another word. Raju is a boy. He is tall. He is tall. And he studies in class 2. Class 2. This is a sentence. And instead of this Raju, instead of repeating the same noun, we can use a word he. Here and here also we use the word he. So this word is called a pronoun. This word is called a pronoun. P-R-O-N-O-U-N. Pronoun. Then what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word used in the place of noun. A pronoun is a word used in the place of noun. Example, Richa loves to read storybooks. She reads them in her free time. In that sentence, Richa is the subject, loves to read storybook. It is also a noun. Richa is a noun, storybook is a noun. Then here, instead of Richa, there is a pronoun she. Which is the pronoun used instead of Richa? She. Which is the pronoun used instead of storybooks? Them. Use them. Them is the storybook. In her free time, that is also a pronoun. Her is also a pronoun instead of Richa. Okay. The noun that replaces, the word that replaces a noun is called a pronoun. The word that replaces a noun is called a pronoun. Richa and books are nouns and words like she, her, them are pronouns. Then here are more examples. Underline the noun and circle the pronoun in the sentence. Listen here. The instruction is to underline the nouns. Whenever it is a noun, you underline the nouns and circle the pronoun. The first sentence is, my dog Bruno is naughty. My dog, M-Y, my, D-O-G, dog, Bruno, B-R-U-N-O, is is naughty. 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 My dog Bruno is naughty. He jumps on the bed. He jumps on the bed. Bed. This is the sentence. Which are the nouns and which are the pronouns? Dog is a noun. Underline the noun. Bruno is a noun. He is a pronoun. Circle the pronoun. He is a pronoun. Bed is a noun. Underline the noun and circle the pronoun. That was the instruction. Underline the noun and circle the pronoun. Next sentence is second sentence. Look at the second sentence. That is mother buys M-O-T-H-E-R. Mother B-U-Y-S. Mother buys vegetables from the market. It is not a vegetable. It is vegetable. It is pronounced as vegetable. Vegetables. V-E-G-E-T-A-B-L-E-S. Vegetables from the market. F-R-O-M from the market. M-A-R-K-E-T. Mother buys vegetables from the market. They are fresh. Full stop. Next sentence. They are fresh. They, T-H-E-Y, they are fresh. Which are the nouns and which are the pronouns? Underline the nouns and circle the pronouns. That is the instruction. Mother is a noun. Mother is a noun. Vegetables is a noun. Vegetables is a noun. So we underline this. From the market. Market is a noun. Underline the nouns. Which are the nouns here? Mother, vegetables, market. Then here is the word they. It is a pronoun. So we should circle the pronoun. The instruction is to underline the nouns and circle the pronoun. It is a noun. So we underline it. It is also a noun. So we underline it. It is also a noun. So we underline it. This is a pronoun. So we circled it. Are fresh. Mother, vegetables and market are nouns and they is a pronoun. Okay. Then look at the third sentence. The sun is our source of light. T-H-E, the sun. S-U-N. Sun is our source of light. Our source. S-O-U-R-C-E. Source of light. L-I-G-H-T. The sun is our source of light. Full stop. It shines brightly. I-T. It shines. S-H-I-N-E-S. Shines brightly. B-R-I-G-H-T-L-Y. Brightly. This is the sentence. The sun is our source of light. It shines brightly. The instruction is to underline the noun and circle the pronoun. This sun is the noun. So we underline it. The sun is our source of light. Is a noun. So we underline it. And it shines brightly. It is a pronoun. So we circle it. It is a pronoun. So we circle it. Today, let us stop here and let us continue in the next class. And you do the works in your text using your pencils. Write the works in your text using your pencils and study it on the same day itself. Okay, thank you. Let us continue in the next class.